There's a saying, uh, the truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. Um, I think that's a great way to prepare. I get information about stuff that's coming, and it's taken me a lot of years to trust it because I get it really far in advance. I've seen enough of it happen um, that I started documenting what what comes to me and then what I'm seeing. The reason I'm sharing that now is because it's about to get really messy, and it's good. It's really, really good. We all know that what is happening in the world isn't working, but particularly the way things are going in the United States, it's not working. And I'm not talking about the presidents or elections or any of that. It's, of course, that's a piece of it, but collectively, we've reached a place, I'm so grateful, where the teenagers can see the stuff we're seeing and say something doesn't make sense. And I think that we used to be really easily caught up in that's a conspiracy theory, that's not really happening, or why would they do that, that doesn't make sense, that's just how it is. And I think that, well, I know what's going on is we've been gaslit for a really long time, but we're starting to figure it out. A lot of people have figured it out, and it's getting to the point where so many people have figured it out that whoever's behind whatever's behind what really goes on for our government, they're scared. They're scared because they know that we know, and they know that there are a lot more of us than them. And I'm not implying that there's going to be an uproar, an upheaval in the people. I don't think that that's the way that humanity's handling things right now. I know we're seeing violence, but the people that want change, I really don't see that. I see mindfulness, I see prayer, I see intention, I see people just not participating, working on manifesting what they want in their lives separate from. And what we're seeing is the collapse. That's what we're seeing. And I think the answer to the call for what is going on and what is the truth is happening. I think that I know we've already seen some things that are being revealed that are really going on, that we've been told are not really going on, and we all know they really are going on. So I'm going to put a link in the comments to the FBI briefing today. I think it was really encouraging. I don't think it's going to take a long time, meaning years, for us to have answers. And I think that the dominoes have started. So I really wanted to just say, I want to encourage everybody that it's going to look yucky. It's going to be messy for a while, but it really is for our good. It's so bad that to try to even think about how to restructure, redo any of what's happening is going to be near impossible. I think the only way that things are going to change the way that we need them to change is for absolute destruction and leveling out all of the systems that are not really serving the benefit, the well-being, the highest good for people. And when that collapse happens, it's going to be yucky. But on the other side of that is a brand new building, not offices being moved around or people being moved around, like a whole brand new structure, a whole brand new everything. And I think that a lot of things we're used to are the details, the IRS, all that. I think some of that stuff's going to not be around anymore. It's too obvious, too obvious, too obvious, and they know it. And the people that have been benefiting and getting away with doing it in a dishonest way, the distribution of wealth and where it's being spent, versus our communities and our people. There's a way to meet the needs. There is, and we're gonna find out what it is. I don't know what it is. I know it's coming. That's all I know. But I'm excited. I just wanted to say that I'm excited. We're in a time where the truth is being revealed. I have been calling it for years that stuff's gonna be exposed. You can't run from stuff. Your stuff's gonna find you, collectively, independently, and it, when we talk about things that are happening, we say, oh, that's just been going on forever. It's not true. If you look at the timeline of humanity, it's been going on for about 5 minutes, like 1920s until now. That's not long. It feels like long because it's a person's lifetime. But in the lifetime of humanity, this was a burp with technology and a very quick, uh-oh, this is not working. It's not as big of a deal as it seems. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be difficult to watch. But I think it's going to be comforting because nobody likes being gaslighted. Nobody likes living in that space of knowing, every time you get your paycheck, like, this just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. Something doesn't feel right. That's our instinct saying it's because it's not. But we've been conditioned to just not question. And unfortunately, my children's generation that I want to say, 25, 26, 27, maybe getting close to 30 and under, they're smart. I've worked with them. I know the millennial, dialogue around millennials. And yes, there's some of them, but they're just normal teenagers. They're smart. They're intuitive. They have a special gift. They know more than we do because all they've known is technology. They can read about history. Things have never been like this before. There's 3 complete different conditioned cultural timelines that are happening at the same time because of my parents and up and my generation around me. I'm in Generation X, and then the generations below us. We have so many different upbringings and belief systems about what's right and what's wrong, as they say it. And I think that the youngins are coming in and saying, can y'all please get over this? Who's right and who's wrong? It's clearly not working. Can we just look at what's working and what's not working and just change it? Like, get over your ego, get over the pride. Doesn't matter. It's not working. And the grown-ups are leaving a mess for them in their perspective. And I think we do owe it to them to fix them. But I think there are things at play on our behalf that we can't see. And I just want to say, mark my words, more truth is coming out. We've already had a lot of stuff revealed, softly, I think, to take the sting out of, yeah, sorry, this is real. This has really been happening. And yes, we've been lying and hiding things from you. And yes, things that we said were conspiracy, they're not. And I don't know what all of those things are. I know that there's a lot of them, and I know that we're going to find out. And they're going to make it right. And I know that sounds like a stretch. That's why I hesitate to say things till they happen. But they're going to make it right, because the consequences are going to be so big and so far outweigh they're going to make it right. And I know it's going to be okay. It's going to be uncomfortable for a little while longer. I think it's probably not going to be completely resolved until the end of 2025. But things are shifting, and people are shifting it. People are saying, we're not doing that anymore. We're going to go our own way, and we're going to choose to be happy and choose to have freedom and choose to enjoy this beautiful planet and help each other. And it's starting to starve the monster to death. The systems that they want us to depend on, people aren't anymore because they don't work. It's something is wrong when people that are struggling financially are more than happy to scrape up whatever they can to pay for a service outside of what could be provided at no cost. That there's information there. And there's too many of us that are looking in other places for answers to health and answers to finances and answers to, resources. And we're getting them, and our lives are getting better. And it's too loud to ignore. It's clear who's not telling the truth. It's clear. There's dishonesty. It's clear. There's no question. And it's beyond conspiracy. There's no freaking question that there's a whole bunch of fishy stuff going on. But we are going to know what it is. The truth will find all of those people out. And I think God's going to have mercy on them. I do. I don't think that's going to be without consequences. But I think that's part of the making it right, is there's going to be some retribution, maybe is the word I'm looking for. Restitution to the people, because it's for the people, by the people, for the people. And there's a conscience that's growing among the entities. I don't know how else to say it. I want to be really, I don't know exactly. I don't know the agencies. I don't know if it's all of everything. I know that we all see that our school structures need to be adjusted, and the supports in place for our youth while their brains are developing, parents that need to be adjusted. The way our money is handled needs to be adjusted. The way we negotiate and work with our fellow humans across the world needs to be adjusted. And the people that have the ability to make those changes, they are now very aware of it. And it is very uncomfortable for them to persist in what they're doing. And that's where it's going to get messier, is the more they try to resist having to be honest and having to be accountable, the messier it's going to get for those people or those groups of people. But they're not gonna win. That's what I know. I know for sure that the truth is coming out, and it's going to piss you off, but then it's going to set you free, and it is going to be better. So again, this was just kind of the first confirmation that I saw, that I'm like, okay, everybody can agree this is people waking up a little bit. I know there's a high level of distrust that we're talking about, but the reality is that distrust has been there for so long. It's just not been okay to talk about it, and this was just an obvious enough mess that it's okay to say we don't trust. And I think that's why it's gaining so much momentum so fast, is because it's a valid reason for even the really deep-rooted people to say, okay, this is legit, we don't trust, and now we have to do something about it. There's no story that can be told that's gonna make everything fit. That's not true. I think we're at the culmination of the and now we're gonna know, oh, I see, okay, wow, that's a lot to swallow. And okay, this is what they're gonna do to make it right. And I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. And keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing the next best thing for you and the next best thing for your family. Be kind to yourself, because that's really where everything changes. If we are harsh and we don't give people space to be human or make mistakes, or because that's all we do, is make mistakes and learn from them. That's life. That's what it is. It's not right or wrong. It's not good or bad. It's an outcome. If you know the outcome is not going to be good and you make that choice, that's a different story. But for those of us that are just trying to make the next right decision, and the outcome doesn't turn out in a way that we prefer, it doesn't mean that we did it wrong or we made a wrong choice. It means we got an outcome that we didn't prefer and we learned something. And we make an adjustment and we continue to move toward the outcome that we want. That's called growth. That's called expansion. That's life. Keep doing that. I get better. My family's better. My family's better. My friends are better. All of that. We're all connected. We're all connected. If you're on the freeway, you can come to a complete stop for an hour, 5 miles an hour for 20 miles, and think, oh my God, there must be this massive accident. And it's because, Grandma Susie saw a flower on the side of the road that she thought was so pretty. She just wanted to slow down for a minute and enjoy it. And she has no idea that she made you late for your wedding. We're all connected. We're all connected. Every action has a reaction. Everything I do has a reaction. Everything you do has a reaction. It's going to affect someone, something, some dream, some idea, something. And the intention was never for it to be perfect. The intention was to grow and expand and grow and expand and learn and grow and expand. And for the short nano 5 minutes that we really have here, take it in. Share your experience with other people. It gives purpose to the pain. When you've overcome it, you can help somebody. We get to choose whether we want to enjoy the roller coaster, put our arms up, take a risk, have some butterflies, or if we want to white knuckle and resist the entire ride. The ride's not changing. Everybody has to do the roller coaster. You can get off early if you want, but that's not ideal. But we get to choose the experience that we have. It's hard. But if we can all really grab that and hang on to that and keep pursuing that, we'll all have better experience. Link to the press conferences in the comments. Blessings to you. Bye.